They say the quiet ones have nothing to say. That silence means absence, emptiness, a lack of thought. But reality often tells a different story. Because sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one who sees the most. While others fill the space with words, they sit, noticing what is not being said. The pauses between sentences. The shift in tone. The way a smile does not quite reach the eyes. And yet, they are often misunderstood. Seen as distant. Reserved. Hard to read. But what if their silence is not emptiness, but observation? What if speaking less is not a weakness, but a different way of relating to the world? Why do some people choose silence over expression? What are they seeing that others miss? And what does it do to a mind that constantly watches but rarely reveals? In this reflection, something subtle will be explored, the psychology of people who speak less but observe everything. Let's begin. Silence is often treated like a void, something that needs to be filled, corrected, or explained. In a world that rewards quick responses and constant expression, the absence of words can feel uncomfortable. It invites assumptions. It creates unease. People begin to wonder what is wrong, what is being hidden, or what is not being said. But silence is not always empty. Sometimes, it is full. Full of thoughts that have not yet found a safe place to land. Full of observations that are still being processed. Full of awareness that does not rush to become language. For some, silence becomes a language of its own. A way of listening more deeply than most conversations allow. A way of observing without interrupting the natural flow of human behavior. Because when a person is not focused on what they will say next, something else happens. They begin to notice. They see how people speak when they feel seen. They notice how tone shifts when discomfort enters a room. They observe the small inconsistencies between words and actions. And slowly, over time, silence becomes not a limitation, but a tool. A way of understanding the world beneath its surface. Yet this kind of silence is rarely recognized. It is often mistaken for shyness or lack of confidence. But beneath it, there is often a mind that is active, alert, and quietly absorbing everything around it. This way of observing does not appear out of nowhere. It often begins long before words become a choice. In certain environments, speaking is not always safe. Not every feeling is welcomed. Not every voice is heard. And in those moments, the mind adapts. It learns to watch before it speaks. It learns to read the room before revealing anything of itself. Sometimes, this begins in subtle ways. A child notices that certain emotions lead to tension. That certain words change the atmosphere. That silence can prevent conflict. And so, observation becomes protection. A way of staying one step ahead of unpredictability. Over time, this pattern deepens. The person begins to develop an almost intuitive sense of others. They can feel shifts in energy before they are explained. They can sense discomfort before it is expressed. And while others may move through conversations without noticing these details, the observer collects them quietly, piece by piece. But this awareness comes at a cost. Because when a mind is trained to constantly observe, it rarely rests. It scans, interprets, and anticipates. It carries an unspoken responsibility to understand what is happening, even when nothing is being said. And so, the habit of silence is not always a preference. Sometimes, it is something that was learned, something that became necessary, something that stayed long after it was needed. The mind of a quiet observer does not simply take in information, it processes it deeply. Where others may see a conversation, they see layers. They notice the hesitation before a sentence begins. The slight change in posture when a topic shifts. The difference between what is said and what is meant. This is not always a conscious effort. It happens naturally, almost automatically. The brain begins to recognize patterns, to connect details, to build a broader understanding of human behavior. It becomes skilled at reading between the lines, at interpreting the subtle language that exists beneath words. But this depth of processing can become overwhelming. Because noticing more means carrying more. Every interaction leaves behind traces. Every inconsistency invites reflection. And while others may move on quickly, the observer often stays with what they have seen, replaying it, analyzing it, trying to make sense of it. This creates a kind of mental weight. A quiet accumulation of thoughts that are rarely shared. Not because they are unimportant, but because they are too complex to simplify. Too nuanced to express in a way that feels accurate. And so, many of these thoughts remain unspoken. Held internally, where they continue to evolve and expand. The observer becomes someone who understands much, but reveals little. Someone who sees clearly, but speaks carefully. There is a quiet tension that comes with seeing more than one expresses. A constant balance between what is understood and what is shared. Because not everything that is noticed feels safe to say. Not every truth feels welcome in conversation. And so, the observer begins to filter. To choose carefully which thoughts become words and which remain silent. This creates an inner conflict. On one side, there is a desire to express, to connect, to be understood. On the other, there is caution. A recognition that not everyone is ready for what is seen. That speaking too openly can create distance rather than closeness. Over time, this can lead to a kind of emotional isolation. Not because connection is absent, but because it feels incomplete. The observer may feel that they understand others deeply, but are not equally understood in return. And so, they remain quiet, not out of disinterest, but out of awareness. An awareness of how words can be received, how they can be misunderstood, how they can change the dynamic of a relationship. This restraint is often invisible. It is not seen as effort. But it requires constant judgment, constant awareness, constant control. And beneath it, there is often a quiet question. What would happen if everything that was seen could be spoken freely? In a world that values expression, silence is often misread. People tend to interpret what they can see and hear. And when someone offers little outward expression, assumptions begin to fill the space. They may be seen as distant, uninterested, or even arrogant. Their silence becomes a story others create. But these interpretations rarely reflect reality. Because what appears as distance is often depth. What seems like disinterest is often careful attention. What is labeled as quietness is often observation in its most active form. Yet these misunderstandings have an impact. When a person is consistently misread, they begin to withdraw further. Not because they want to disconnect, but because explaining themselves becomes exhausting. Because correcting assumptions requires energy that feels difficult to give. And so, the gap between how they are perceived and who they are continues to widen. The observer becomes more silent, not by nature alone, but by experience. By the repeated realization that being understood is not always guaranteed. And that sometimes, silence feels easier than being seen incorrectly. At some point, something shifts. Not loudly, not suddenly, but quietly. The observer begins to recognize their own pattern. To see that their silence is not emptiness, but a form of awareness. That their way of engaging with the world is different, but not lesser. This realization does not always bring immediate change. But it brings clarity. A sense of understanding that replaces confusion. The observer begins to see their silence not as something to fix, but as something to understand. They begin to notice the value in their perception. The way they can see what others overlook. The way they can hold space without needing to fill it. And slowly, a different kind of relationship with silence forms. One that is less about hiding and more about choosing. Less about fear and more about intention. They begin to understand that speaking is not the only way to be present. That observation is its own form of participation. And that sometimes, saying less allows more to be understood. Living this way requires a delicate balance. Knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. When to share and when to simply observe. It is not always easy. Because the world often pushes for expression, for quick responses, for visible engagement. But the observer moves differently. They take time. They allow space. They respond with intention rather than impulse. This creates a quiet kind of strength. The strength to pause instead of react. The strength to listen instead of interrupt. The strength to choose words carefully, rather than use them freely. And in this, there is a subtle power. A power that does not demand attention, but earns understanding. Because when they do speak, it carries weight. It reflects thought. It reflects awareness. It reflects a depth that has been building quietly over time. And so, their presence becomes something steady. Something grounded. Something that does not need to be loud to be felt. Beneath the silence, there is a depth that often goes unseen. A world of thoughts, reflections, and quiet understanding. A way of experiencing life that is rich, even if it is not always expressed outwardly. To speak less is not to feel less. To remain quiet is not to be empty. It is to observe, to process, to understand in a way that is often invisible to others. And while this path can feel isolating at times, it also carries a unique kind of clarity. A connection to the subtle details that shape human experience. A sensitivity to what exists beneath the surface. And perhaps, in that quiet depth, there is something meaningful. Something that does not need to be explained to be real. Something that simply exists, steady and aware. If this reflection felt familiar, if something quiet inside you recognized itself in these words, know that you are not alone. There are many who move through the world this way, seeing more than they say, understanding more than they reveal. And while it may not always be visible, it is valid. It is human. And it is enough. If you would like to stay connected to reflections like this, you may consider subscribing and turning on notifications, not as an obligation, but as a way to return to a space where the hidden corners of the human experience are explored gently. And if you feel comfortable, you may share your thoughts in the comments. Not because you have to, but because your words might help someone else feel a little less alone. Take care of yourself.